Okay, I think I'm on live. I think everything should be fine. So, guys, hi to everyone. Text me in the comments how do you hear me and see me. Today, I'm gonna just go a little bit closer, like this. Okay, so we're gonna start step by step. I hope you joining me. So I'm gonna check also if everything is working. Just give me a bit of seconds. Okay. So today is the time for the live stream, guys. I hope you were waiting for this. I think I'm gonna do the video in Telegram as well about that. Okay. Wait a second. I think it didn't post the link. Okay. I'm gonna send the link by myself. Again. Okay, wait a second. So guys, I already started the live stream, so I'm waiting for all of you there. You can find the link here in the channel. Perfect. Okay, good. Now I have the post there. It was just a little bit with the delay, but it's all fine now. So I'm gonna check out the comments, guys, from you. As you can see, I have a new phone case. I'm never actually the fan of the phone cases. You know, I think it's like out of style already, and I always was wearing just a transparent one. But for now, I was like, why not? Why not? And here's a more. I think that's kind of romantic. That's cute. At least good to see you again. Have a profitable session. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi to everyone. Tell me, guys, where are you from? Where are you from? Let's get to know a little bit more about each other. So, we're gonna start step by step. Okay. I think everyone is joining step by step. So, hi to everyone. Okay, I just cannot go to my live stream. Here it is. Finally, I made it. Okay, perfect. Still from Hungary. Okay, I remember you. Norbert. I think that's kind of popular Hungarian name, right? I think I heard it a few times. Boston, USA. Okay, nice. Now I'm watching, one of my favorite series, Sex and the City, just in the evening when I want to, when it's a Carrie Bradshaw and everything, and they're filming it all in New York. But it's still such a cool vibes of US in 90s. I don't know, it's so great. I've never been there, so I think it looks really good, especially in the winter time, when it's the Halloween, when it's closer to the Christmas and everything, to the New Year, and it's all the decorations. It looks so nice. That is my dream, to go to New York when it's the Christmas. I think that is the best. Here, guys, let's open a trade for 4 minutes up. Just in advance, because it's pretty good upward trend. So while we're gonna talk, we're gonna see how we're gonna close this trade or not. And today we're gonna test whether one trading pattern can deliver consistent result when applied across 5 different assets with varying volatility and market behavior. We'll use the same set of indicators and entry rules on each asset to see if the strategy holds up universally or needs adapting. So today is going to be lift trades, where I analyze signals quality, success rate, and challenges that also arise on a different markets. So the goal today is to understand how a single method can be versatile, what adjustments might be required as well, and also the importance of context when applying a pattern to multiply assets, because a lot of people, they know how to trade in some kind of the situation, but at the same time, when it's changing a little bit, they're already getting lost and everything. At the same time, it's absolutely normal, especially when it's really strong volatility or fluctuations or something. In this case, it's better to change the asset, and that's why you definitely need to change your analyze and behavior really quickly if the price is not going in the direction that you need and you want to change the asset. So you need to start analyzing really quickly. This is the thing about the market, that if you choosing to trade on scalping on the short-term trades and you cannot analyze everything really quickly, it could be really difficult for you. That's why, when people is asking me like what is the best time of the expiration and everything, it's all really individually, because if you are a person that analyzes everything quickly, for example, me, when I was like, I don't know, maybe it was like 4 years ago or something, I was learning how to read fast. And I was always the fan of reading, the analyzing everything, and even like really, really go into the books, not just reading it like that, like a normal person, but like really getting into that, checking all of the details and understanding what is the moral of that, what is the idea of this book and what it wanted to say. And I was not only reading the professional books about the business or mindset or psychology, but also the for example, Dostoevsky, right? Because I'm Russian, I can read it in the original, and George Orwell, and more, where you don't have this kind of the scientific facts or something. You just have some moral story that you need to understand. So actually, the reading books is not only good when you read some professional literature, but also you read this kind of the books, even the Harry Potter or something else. But that's how your mindset start thinking differently in a lot of ways, and it's actually upgrading your level of knowledges and help you to understand everything more quickly. So that's if you are the person like this that analyze everything really quickly. You can read the information pretty fast. You can remember it pretty fast. So the short time trading could be really good for you. If you are more longer in analyzing, it's absolutely not, it's okay. But if you are longer and you need more time to analyze, to wait and everything, maybe you need to choose middle term trading. If you need even more time and you're really, really patient in this kind of things, you can choose long-term trading and trade for hours, for days, for weeks, as a lot of traders did actually, the worldwide traders, that we all know. So that's how you will find your style of trading. Only by trying, only also by understanding, we close this trading plus, as you can see, only by understanding what is your skills. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna check the California. Yes, exactly. And this name is also appearing in Germany. Okay, that's nice. Yes, I think so. Haliza Eridiong from Nigeria. Okay. Okay, nice to meet here. Nice to meet. Yeah. Okay. As you know, one of my favorite I don't say that set of indicators is, I was telling about this a lot, is MACD, RSI to moving average. I think this is the basics of basic that works absolutely for everything. But of course, it's for the short time of the expiration, because here we choose the exponential moving average. It's more for a shorter time of trades because it's giving us more noise and more information than, for example, simple moving average. If you're trading with the longer time of the expiration, instead of EMA, you need to choose SMA. So here we use EMA. As you can see, I chose two moving average, one of them with period 14, the other one, and EMA also, the other one with period A and also EMA. So this is it. Here for the MACD and RSI, we don't need to change anything. We can change RSI sometimes to the lower period, for example, like 5. So as you can see, it's giving us more information and fluctuation, but at the same time, it could be not that not that informative actually, because it's just giving a lot of the noise and sometimes it's not that needed. So here, for example, what we can see that two lines of moving average before cross each other start going in an upward direction is the first buy signal. After we can see that our price is above two moving average, so it's giving us another buy signal. Also on the MACD, we can see some of the red pin bars on the chart just because of these two corrective red candles, but after still the upward trend continues. So it could be tricky. It tricks a lot of the people because they start seeing, for example, because this is the pin bar, right? It's showing the indecision of the market, but it's not showing that it's going to be a reversal. So really need to be careful, because a lot of people think when they see this kind of the candle after some upward move, even it was short one, they think that it's definitely going to be a reversal. And it could be actually because before we can see that it was like, for example, two green candles, three red candles, two green candles, again three red candles. So it could be the same pattern, but at the same time we need to wait for more confirmation candles. So for example, if we would see here the third red candle, we can already say something about the reversal, but at the same time we need to see at the context, because here, for example, we can see also it was the three red candles, but after the upward trend continues. So here's a lot of the things that you need to check it out before entering the trade. Like in this kind of the situation, it's better to wait for a better how to say that a confirmation from the candles. Here we can see, because the support level was here and we almost achieved that, and from this level our price reversed in the upward direction. If it would break the support level and go lower, we could open a trade in the downward direction, but it didn't happen and it reversed in the upward direction. By the way, we have 41 seconds, it's in the plus, it's good. So here what I wanted to say, like here we're still following a trend because we have the rule, trend is our friend, so we follow it until it ends. And in this kind of the situations, we cannot know when it ends for sure, because the previous resistance level, I'm going to draw it for you, the previous resistance level was here and then it was here. Now we can see our price broke this resistance level, and we know support resistance levels is always changing. For example, before support level was here, before it was here, then for example here, then it was here, for example. So it's always changing. So we cannot know for sure. Yeah, we close the trade on plus. We cannot know for sure where it's gonna be created a new resistance level, for example, in this case, because it's already broke the previous resistance and it's moving upward. But as we can see, the previous maximum is here, right? The previous resistance level, that was the higher one, is here. So we have still some distance till this level, so we would see what's gonna happen. At the same time, the previous resistance level, that was the higher one, was here. So we still have a lot of the time, because it can go till this level and after that only reverse, or it could create a new resistance level, for example here, and now reverse in the downward direction. We cannot know it for sure. That's why it makes trading not that predictable, like for 100%. Because if all of the rules was working every time, we would all probably be the millionaires. But of course, it's not working like this, because the market sometimes is unpredictable, right? Here we can see, for example, that by the RSI, our price already in the oversold zone, but at the same time, it's not giving us the guarantee that it will reverse right now immediately, because the price can go in the overbought or oversold zone for some time and only after that reverse in a different direction. For example, as it was here since 7:48 till 8:27. So it was for more than 30, even 40 minutes in the oversold zone. It was a period of 14. So it was not that much fluctuations or something, and also noise here. So it was for a pretty long time in an oversold zone, and only after that it reversed, only after 30-40 minutes. So you cannot know for sure when it's going to be a reversal just by RSI indicator, because again, you need to have the confirmation from another candles. For example, how to identify the reversal. I'm gonna try to find it for you. For example, here it's not the best situation, but still we can see, for example, that here we had a pretty big red candles at the end, so it's showing us that the sellers were giving more and more of their liquidity to the last candle. So after they lost their power, and that's it, and after it's the upward trend started, we can see here already 3 green candles. Also we can see some shadow, but this is not the best example actually. For example, here also it was still the upward trend after it started reversing, and we can see that there's upper wicks on the candle showing that the buyers were trying to break this level, but they couldn't. Also here, for example, a pretty good situation, but still not that great. We can see also the upper wicks in the candles, and after it started reversing, so it's okay, it's fine, but not the best situation actually. Also, it's really good when you see that the next candle, the opposite color, is bigger than the previous one. So that's showing that, for example, the buyers is stronger than the sellers right now. But now I couldn't see this kind of the example here. So always need to check it out, the candlestick patterns, of course. But at the same time, it's still not 100% guarantee. You need to understand that. Here we can see it already looks like the start of the reversal. So we can open here, trade in the downward direction already. We can see already here 2 red pin bars, 2 also red candles formed. Yeah, we don't have a 3rd one yet, but we're gonna check it out because if actually it's gonna continue, we got a pretty good entry point. Also we can see that our line started reversing from the overbought zone and moving lower and lower. So I took here 4 minutes in case we needed more time, and it was actually the first currency pair that I just opened. I didn't check the other ones too much. So yeah, I think didn't close this trade, but I think this one is gonna go really good. So we're gonna check it out. Yeah, this one we didn't close, but it's fine because we already have a catch up. And we're gonna check the other currency pair now with the same set of indicator. And I'm gonna check your comments for now. Okay. So for example, let's check it out some other currency pair where we can find some interesting situation. What we need to find, we need to find the currency pair with consistent upward or downward trend. I don't like my hair today. What happened to them? I need to make something with this. So we gotta check it out. Some currency pair with consistent upward or downward trend. It would be the best situation. Here is pretty good. Here's pretty good, as you can see. We're gonna open here, trade in the downward direction. Really nice situation. I hope it's not gonna change. Here we can see it was the upward trend before. It creates its resistance level here and start reversing in downward direction pretty confidently. So we're gonna wait for this trade to close. Here it's kind of reversed a little bit. Okay, you can say that, but still have 2 minutes to wait. So we're gonna check it out later. Okay, so I'm gonna check it out your comments. As we can see, it's also reversed here a little bit, even though it was kind of great here, but we still have 3 minutes. Also, like we can open rollover here, for example, to give the more time to this trade, but we just gonna wait here also. But the indicators, we can see the 2 lines of moving average crossed each other, start going in a downward direction. The price is already below the moving average, so it's also another great sell signal. The last pin bars in the MACD is clearly downtrend, the red color, crossing the 0 level. It's another great sell signal. Also 2 lines of MACD crossing each other, going down in the same direction. It's another great sell signal. RSI is also moving in the downward direction. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait. It's a new candle appeared on the chart. Oh, let's check it out. This one started going in the plus, even though I think you could see here that first we were in the minus a little bit, but it's fluctuating actually a lot. We can also open a trade like this to see it in real time. And we can see here open time, closing time, opening price, current price, and after we're gonna have a closing price. Okay, it's fluctuating a little bit, but it's already started going in a downward direction a little bit more confidently. So we still have time. It's kind of nervousing, but still, let's wait here. Let's wait. Here we have 23 seconds. We got some green candle appears on the chart as well. But here maybe we just needed more time when we needed more better entry point. But for now it's a little bit closer to our entry point. Now, as you can see, we're in the plus for just one trade. Okay, now for the two trades, it's reversing pretty good in the last seconds, literally to one, and we close this trade in plus. As you can see, seconds here is everything, literally is everything. Okay, so we close this trade pretty confidently. Okay, perfect. Now we can go to this currency pair. As you can see, yeah, before it was reversing a little bit. So that's why the time of the expiration is really matters, because a lot of people that only start trading, they want, the result as fast as possible. They start trading with just 1 minute time of the expiration. Of course, this is a huge mistake, because as you can see in the first minute, it can fluctuate a lot, or it could be some corrective candle, and we need a time for the price to reverse in the direction that we need. So that's why, for example, here in this situation, I use 4 minutes, because I could see that before it was a lot of the fluctuations here. And now it's still a really, really good downward trend. So here I'm gonna change the time to 5 minutes already and open another trade, because it's a pretty good situation. And I think the downward trend is gonna continue, because we can see the support level is here, right? And I'm sure that we're already gonna close the first trade. So this I open for a little bit more, because after this kind of the fast downward, really confident move, it could be some corrections. So that's why we needed maybe more time there. For this trade, we have 17 seconds. I'm sure we're gonna close it pretty also in a good. Hello, Lisa, your hair looks fabulous, so don't worry, you always thank you so much. Thank you. But today I just made it a little bit, I think, different. So that's why. You see, I made the short hair, so now I'm struggling with this every day, trying to make some kind of the hairstyle and everything, so I would like it. But yeah. So yeah, we closed that trade in the plus already. This one is going also pretty good. It's really nice actually chart. It's so rare to find it, and I'm really happy that we had the chance to trade on this kind of the charts, because here you can just, if we for example find it here on this situation, as you can see, every candle is creating a new minimum. It's like lower and lower than the previous one, so you can just open a trade here in a raw, in a plus, and that's it. That's pretty easy. So a lot of people is actually making too much things about that and like making it too difficult, because if you will find actually this kind of the chart one time per day, you can find it, and that's easy. That's really easy to do. Of course, it's not always like this in the market, so that's why sometimes it's difficult. But at the same time, if you cannot find a good chart, it's better not to trade. If you trade by yourself and you cannot find a good chart today, it could be because of the news of something happening in the world and everything, so it's better to wait, definitely. Here it could be a good start of the upward trend. As you can see, it's 3 red candles going in an upward direction pretty fastly. Also 3 last pin bars on MACD is crossing, the green color. They will cross the 0 level soon. 2 lines of MACD also are crossing each other soon and going in an upward direction. Every side before was in the oversold zone, but now getting out of that. Ooh, it's a bit reversed. Oh, we got some corrective candle here, as you can see. But it's good that because we still have 2 minutes and 42 seconds, so it's fine. And we can also check it out some other currency pairs, so I will show you how you can work with that on a different situation. Now in the plus, again, as you can see, everything is changing pretty fast, so you need to be ready for that definitely when you trade. So after all, let's check it out something else. Not that many currency pair except the one that we have. Okay, we're gonna find it out still. Maybe something on the real markets. Here it's no. That's how I'm checking all of the currency pairs. Here is no as well. Australian Canadian dollar, no. Also not consistent upward or downward trend. Pound and Canadian dollar, no as well. Not that consistent trends. Here is really small candles. I don't really like it. A lot of the fluctuations that could happen. A lot of the wicks in the candles. Not really that confident, so I would not choose that. Euro / Swiss franc could be, but some kind of the sideways movement going on right now because of the market also, so it's not that good. Here is the same situation almost. Here is no, could be the good start of a reversal, but we need to have more confirmation from the candles. We can see here on the MACD, it looks pretty good, like the last pin bars is all green colors, crossing the 0 level. 2 lines of MACD crossing each other, going up in the same direction. The RSI was in the oversold zone, and after start reversing in the upward direction, could be pretty good, but as we can see on the chart, it doesn't actually look that great, right? So Let's check it out. Something else. We don't care about the payout because now we don't need to do the catch up. And if we will need, we will go to the currency pair with the. Interesting. Interesting. Here, as we can see, we achieved the previous resistance level, support level. Sorry. Now it could either go in the downward direction more to this, for example, support level, or reverse in the upward. That's pretty interesting. But by all of the indicators, we have a signal down. So we're going to just try this currency pair and we're going to open here a trade in the downward direction. Here we have, by the way, 22 seconds till the end of a trade. I think we're going to open another trade for 4 minutes already. On the same chart, so we have 2 more trades open here. So 10 seconds we have on this trade, but we're definitely going to close it. As you can see, it's so much lower than our entry point. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close a trade in the plus. Perfect. So you can see it was going pretty great. And here I think it will be continuation of the downward trend. Actually, in this kind of the situation, you don't even need 4 minutes. Sometimes 3 is enough, because as we can see, it's not that many fluctuations. We still have it at some point, but at the same time, like, it's better not to trade here with 1-2 minutes, but 3 minutes could be good. But me, I'm just in case, I decided to use 4 minutes, so that's how we'll definitely not have any fluctuations. Here's pretty good situation as well. As you can see, it's another currency pair. It's US dollar and I think it's Chinese, yeah, Chinese yen. I think it's Chinese yen, right? So yeah, everything is going pretty great. Here, as you can see on the other currency pair, it's a little bit reversed. That's what I was talking about some still corrective candles that happening here, even though it looks like really consistent chart. But here I could see before also on the previous trades that it was fluctuating and after reversing in a downward direction. Here it's also fluctuating a little bit. We either in the plus or in the zero. It's always like this. So yeah, as you can see, step by step, you open a trade for 3-4 minutes. It's not that much still. And oh, we can see it's kind of reacting the same. Here it was a pretty strong downward trend and now it's reversing in an upward direction, and here is the same, even though it's the different currency pairs. That's pretty interesting. But we just gonna wait here. But guys, I don't recommend really to trade on the live stream because here's a pretty big delays because of the YouTube, and we cannot know and we cannot do anything with that, unfortunately. Yeah, here it's kind of reversed. Wow, really much. Okay, I would not do the rollover here because it could be the start of the reversal as well. Yeah, because the previous, for example, support level is here, and now it can move in the upward direction, for example, from here. We just need to check it out, the previous candles, but probably it's going to be the reversal here. So we're going to open here a trade in the upward direction just to not waste the time, because you know why I decided this, because we can see that the previous red candle is so much smaller. It's almost the half of the green candle. So it's one of the candlestick patterns when you see that, for example, it was the downward trend and you look at the last red candle and after it's a green candle appear in the chart, and if the green candle, the first one, is bigger than the previous red one, that means that the buyers in this case is stronger right now. They're entering the market, so that's why this candle almost ate the red one, right? So that's why it's also could be a pretty good signal for opening a trade in the reversal. So that's what we did. It's fluctuating a little bit, but we still have a lot of the time here, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So we're gonna check it out. So yeah, we're gonna wait here and we're gonna check some other currency pairs. I'm just gonna add this one to the favorites, so I'm not gonna waste it. As you can see, now it's reversing to our entry point. Is pretty close already, plus 6 points. Just it's 1 minute and 7 seconds till the end, so we're gonna check it out. This one we're definitely not gonna close. That's why we open here a catch up. As you can see, it's fluctuating now around the entry point, but it's pretty close, so we're just gonna wait here. It's kind of tricky situation, but still, yeah, this one we're definitely not gonna close. We had a chance to start reversing, but again, it's also could be the start of the reversal. So we're just gonna check how this candle will appear. If it's gonna be the next candle, the green one, we can talk already about the start of the reversal. So we're gonna check it out. Here we still have the time as well, but as you can see, it's almost staying at one place, always fluctuating around the entry point. So we're just gonna wait. Yeah, this one, it's pretty close to our entry point, as you can see. It's not moving downward, but it's not moving upward. It's always like just fluctuating here around. Oh, it's so close. It was so close. Okay, so we're just gonna wait here. And maybe we're gonna check some other currency pairs, because this one, when they're just changing the trend, sometimes it's difficult to get them. Okay, here's pretty good downward trend actually. We can try open here trade in the downward direction. Let's check it out. Here it's still fluctuating the same. Oh, sorry. It was pretty good going in an upward direction, but now in the last seconds it started going in a downward direction, achieving this level again, as you can see, but looks like it cannot break it, you see, till this level. Exactly. You see they open at the same exact entry point here, where the line we have. Okay, it's pretty interesting. Of course, it can go either again in the downward direction, but as we can see again, the green candles happen here on the chart. But here it's going pretty good, so I'm sure we're gonna close this once. We open here trade for 4 minutes, and it's going for now pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna check out some other currency pairs. As you can see, we are analyzing all of the currency pairs. We're just using 3 indicators actually: moving average, MACD, and RSI. Here it could be good downward trend, but at the same time it's already going for some long time. It's not the best choice actually. So wait a second. Okay, let's wait. It's the chart that we were trading on, and now it started going in a downward direction again. So we're gonna open here a trade also for 4 minutes already. I think before we opened for 3 minutes. That's why we didn't have enough time. If we had just 1 more minute, it would be better, definitely. So we're just gonna wait here. So yeah, we definitely can analyze all of the charts with a lot of the indicators and everything, but at the same time we always need to remember that there's no 100% guarantee that you will close all of the trades in the plus, even if you know all of the candlestick patterns, the indicators and everything, and it can fluctuate a lot, for example, like here. So always need just to use the risk management, use only 1% of your deposit per trade, so that's how you can use the catch up in case and return your losings after, and also you will not be that scary to open a trade because you understand, okay, I still have the money on my account, so it's all good. So yeah, so have a lot of the notifications are from the Telegram. So yeah, here is also fluctuating a lot, as you can see. It's like higher than our trade point after it's falling. Okay, here as you can see it's going pretty well, but we still have 1 minute. It's also pretty close to our entry point, so today it's really playful. So let's check it out. Here we also can see 2 lines of moving average is crossing each other, going down in the same direction. Also the price is below the moving average. It's another great sell signal. Also the last pin bars in MACD is red color crossing the 0 level. It's another sell signal. That's how you catch all of the signals from all of the indicators. Also 2 lines of MACD crossing each other, going down in the same direction. Also, when you can see that one of the MACD line is crossing the histogram of MACD, it could be a good signal that the trend is going to be even stronger after. Also, we can see that RSI line is moving in the downward direction, closer to the oversold zone, but still not achieving that. Okay, now it's 11 seconds. Let's wait. Okay, it's good. As you can see, all of these fluctuations is meaning everything. Just a few seconds and boom, you don't have it. This one we close in a plus, that's perfect. This one started reversing a little bit, so we gonna check it out after. So let's come back to this chart where we just close the trade. But here we can see also some green candle appeared on the chart. We can actually I would rather open here trade in the upward direction because it looks like it could be created a new support level, and from this it's gonna reverse because we can see the last red candle is really small with a pretty big wick, and this green candle is so much bigger, showing that the buyers is entering the market right now. So it's better to open in this case the buy trade. Of course, it's still not giving us any guarantee. Now we're going against the trend actually, but here it's really changing a lot. So it's mostly probable, and also like when we were closing a trade, we were seeing every time the green candle appearing on the chart, but after it closed in the red one like this, that's why it's that small, because the sellers is less stronger than the buyers for now, but we're gonna check it out after. So okay, let's check out some other situations. Now it's also pretty early for the market to trade. Still good, but at the same time it's better to trade a little bit later, especially in the last days of the week, because it's a lot of the things that happening on the market. Here's pretty good situation, but we at the same time really close to our previous resistance levels. We can see it was a downward trend before, we create the support level, and now it started reversing in the upward direction. We still have some time and distance till the resistance level, so it could be working fine, but at the same time there is no that much guarantee as well, so it's better not to choose it. Here, as you can see, it's reversed now in the upward direction pretty well, so we were right here. So we just gonna wait. Now it's 1 minute 21 seconds till the end. So as you can see, you can just work with one strategy using just 3 indicators and work with them on different currency pairs. Today we tried one currency pair, 2, then 3, I think 3 or 4 currency pair we tried with this strategy, and we were always adapting it, not even adapting this to that, but just analyzing it differently because of the situation. But at the same time, we're not changing any of our indicators, any settings or something. We were just continue doing it as before, but just the analyzing was different, depending on the situation, of course. So yeah, here is no problem, as you can see, especially when you know how to analyze it. Of course, it's still not guaranteeing you that you're gonna close all of the trades in a row, but just need to be ready for that and know how to analyze it, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be so much easier than, you know, every time change the currency pair and change the indicators with this as well. So here we have 13 seconds till the end. It's going pretty well. Okay, so it's 8 seconds. Okay, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close the trade in the plus. Yeah, we had some catch-ups today, but we still manage all of this. So guys, thank you so much all for today's live stream. We're gonna have trading session soon in the VIP Club channel, so don't miss it out. You're gonna find all of the info in the channel. So I love you all, and thank you so much for joining it.